to nature.
What's that? It's a hitchhiker.
What, should we stop?
We can't leave it right here in the rain.
Dr. Satan.
You know anything about the legend of Dr. Satan?
Yeah, I can show you.
Dr. Satan! Ah, Dr. Satan!
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Which I have to say is an extremely violent and unsavory thriller that was attacked or dismissed by almost every critic I know of. If I remember correctly, Gene, you said that it was moral, disgusting, and depraved.
Those were some of my kinder remarks.
Okay. And yet I felt the movie had an unusual power and impact. Here was a movie with a genuine visceral power to shock, a movie in which the violence was as graphic and real so that we just couldn't dismiss it as only a movie.
Well, I bet you'd stick your head in the fire if I told you could see hell.
You seen this girl?
Yeah, they want to play Nancy Drew with this local legend that people call Dr. Satan.
Stupid kids probably got themselves lost.
Let's get out of this nut house.
The boogeyman is real. And you found him. It's showtime!
Please don't kill us.
In my review, I dumped all over the picture. I hated it.
Yeah, I
I thought it luxuriated in its violence and was sort of sick in its own way for that reason. That it's an unsavory subject, and yet it's treated real and done well. Does that make it a bad movie? A rotten subject, but done well. I don't think it's necessarily a bad movie.
This can't be real, this can't be real, this can't be real.
House of 1,000 Corpses.
Hope you like what you see!
So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JEFFMAN316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JEFFMAN316. And tonight's watch along is House of 1,000 Corpses. So I know we already had a few of the regulars in the house. Who was in there? Doug made the first comment. Hope everybody's well. I'm doing okay. And then Rick was in here. Hey, yeah, you weren't first this time. Doug beat you up. Rest in peace, Sid Haig and Karen Black. We'll talk about more about that when we get in the movie. And Doug says he's getting a cold again. Did you really ever get over the other one? Brian Sanchez. Hey, Jeff and everybody. Hey, what's going on, Brian? Appreciate you guys coming in. Any of you are already here, make sure you smash the like button and get some activity on video. A cycle that seems to get rid of when I get better than get sick all over again. Maybe need to get put into a bubble. We have Doug might need to be the bubble boy. So either way, yeah, we're watching House of 1,000 Corpses until some people get in. Maybe I'll go ahead and read the description of the movie. If you saw, I made a mistake. I was planning on us watching Evil Dead, and I'd already made the title card. And then we got in here last week, and everybody was talking about that Evil Dead wasn't available on free streaming, and then we started talking about House of 1,000 Corpses. I forgot about that and went ahead and posted the title card for Evil Dead. So we'll eventually do that, but next week's the Royal Rumble, so we know what we got for the next 2 weeks. We got this and then the Royal Rumble. So in House of 1,000 Corpses, it says, on the eve of Halloween, on October 1977, four friends, Bill, Jerry, Mary, and Denise, embark on an exciting cross-country road trip to write a guidebook about offbeat roadside attractions in America's less traveled roads. And I'm reading somebody else's description because the Internet Movie Database one is like 2 sentences. Before long, the young explorers chance upon Captain Spaulding's Museum of Monsters and Madmen, only to become infatuated with the local legend of a deranged serial killer doctor and cross paths with the mysterious hitchhiker Baby. However, when the unsuspecting group meets Baby's eccentric family after having a flat tire, an endless night of terror, torture, and murder ensues. Has anyone ever got out alive from the House of 1,000 Corpses? Dr. Satan! Oh, Dr. Satan! So, hopefully you guys will enjoy this. I don't know. Have we watched any Rob Zombie movies on here before? I don't remember. Yep. I already got the banner made. So anybody that comes in, I hope, I was going to say, hopefully I got the right name in there. This is JEFFMAN316 Live. Let's talk movies. This is the House of 1,000 Corpses chat and watch along. Like, comment, subscribe, share, please. If you want to send any super chats, you can. My Cash App information is JEFFMAN316. So just so you know, I already had the cheesy Blu-ray edition of House of 1,000 Corpses. I ended up buying this 20th anniversary yet, because this came out in 2023. And then at the same time, I don't know if you remember my video, I couldn't decide which one I wanted, so I bought the Steelbook. I unboxed that on the channel. This is one of those like acrylic type covers that slides off and reveals Dr. Satan. So I thought that was cool. But what that means is I've got a digital code for House of 1,000 Corpses that I didn't use. So I figured what I might do is later in the video, if we get a couple more people in the house, I'll ask if anybody needs it. I'll put it up on the screen. So yeah, at least I've got the thing saved for Evil Dead for next week. So I've already got House of 1,000 Corpses up on the screen with Tubi. So if you guys that are already in here are ready, we'll go ahead and get it started. This is from 2003. Like I said, last year was the 20th anniversary of Rob Zombie's House of 1,000 Corpses. It's an hour and 29 minutes. On Tubi, it'll probably be a little bit longer. It stars Sid Haig as Captain Spaulding, Karen Black as Mother Firefly, Bill Moseley as Otis, Sherry Moon Zombie as Baby. And is anybody else really worthwhile talking about this? I know at the beginning you got Walton Goggins as the deputy sheriff, and then at the beginning we obviously got what the hell's his name? Rainn Wilson, and then you got what's the doofus from the Talking Dead? Chris Hardwick is in it at the beginning. So Dougie Fresh says he's ready. I don't own any on physical, just digital. Shame no 4K. Yeah, and it's like I was telling you last week when we were talking about it. Would a 4K really do this movie any good? The damn thing is really shot on multimedia, like especially a lot of the cut scenes and stuff. I don't know that it would look any better. So it looks pretty decent. I remember watching this the first time on a bootleg rip off the internet, and it was because it was getting so much buzz about how scary it was. And I wouldn't call it scary, but I will say that at the time it was kind of weird and eerie. And then the cut scenes and stuff that he does bring like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre feel to it. So let me open up my Roku app and we'll get started. So let's get with the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. It's got the ancient Lionsgate Films logo on there. I remember that. So Lionsgate back in the day was pretty heavy in horror, because I remember, weren't they the ones? They're the ones that do Saw as well, right? Yeah, I love Otis. But I like the style of this. Like the way it starts with this old school horror movie host coming on there. I always thought that as the segments of the movie changed, or the scenes with the different settings, I always thought they should bring more of this character back in there. I know he uses it sparingly, but I thought it was a really unique character and that they should have brought it on the screen more. I was looking to see if I had any other digital codes. I think I've got an extra copy of John Wick Chapter 4. And I think I got a bunch of these. That's the only one. I was selling my copy. I've got a pretty rare steelbook copy of Home Alone that I was going to sell. And the guy was going to buy it until he found out that he didn't care that I had redeemed the digital code, but he wanted the digital code sheet included, and then backed out when I told him that I didn't have that. Why in the hell would anybody want that? Well, and they don't have to get rid of the grain. There's plenty of grain in some of the 4Ks that I've watched. That right there, this scene here with the neon lights, I imagine that is the best the movie looks. And I would think that would probably look good in 4K. But yeah, if they scrub the grain away, I don't want it. That's what I'm saying. So I'd have to read a review of a 4K if they come out. What's up, Jeff and everyone on live stream? Hey, what's up, Arturo? Appreciate you coming by. Smash the like button, please. I'll drink one to you. I haven't had any of my drink tonight. Ooh, I mixed that one a little strong. Yeah, the stuff like this would probably look really good in 4K with the neon lights, but there's a lot of scenes in this I don't think would look good in 4K, especially like you said if they scrub the grain. You need to keep the grain structure intact. Oh, we got photos of titties. Look at that. I love Sid Haig in this, at least in this first one. I can imagine how Three from Hell would have been so much better if he was able to participate in that. This has got some of the cheesy white trash dialogue. It reminds me of Halloween here at the beginning. You talking about the little old guy? I guess because he's a townie and that Captain Spaulding likes him. Yeah, he didn't want to. He just didn't want to disrupt the apple cart and kill any locals. Those people would probably be missed. So he's got to seem like he's a normal guy. He just leads the tourists to Dr. Satan. I haven't even looked, Doug. Is there anything good comes out this week on But where did he go? I don't know. I mean, I see what you're saying. Maybe they could have had him come back in one of the other movies. Wait a minute, did they kill him? Does he get killed here at the beginning? Who do they kill? Hey Jeff, sometimes the studio, if you send them a picture of the code sheet as proof, will give you a new code if you contact them. No, I mean I've redeemed it. Are you talking about the Home Alone I was talking about? No, I redeemed it. The guy wants. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying that he is going to show them a code sheet and that they might give him a new code. Oh, well, okay. Sorry, I got confused there for a second. I was listening to Captain Spaulding yell in my ear. Fuck your mama. Is that what this is the part? I love this. That's when he gets him on the ground, right? He hates clowns. Them's fighting words. So they get him out of the bathroom. I hadn't really paid attention what happens to this dude. There you go. Fuck your sister. That dude has the worst um, costume you could ever get. It covers like hardly any of his face. Put your mask on. Everybody already knows who you are now, you dumbass. Boom. I love it when he smells the gun. Looks like Best Buy is selling DVDs. I went there just for the hell of it and some DVD movies. Fuck you. I love that. Got blood all over my best clown shoes. What are your thoughts on A Haunting in Venice? It's okay. I wasn't much into those movies. I don't know why. Uh, I think maybe it was like back in the day. I'd already gotten those ensemble cast murder mystery type things. I never really got into them back in the day, and since to me they just seem like rinse right cycle repeat of those things. I'm sure all of those were okay. Like I said, they weren't bad movies. They good actors in it, but it's just not my cup of tea. I'm excited for the Hanna-Barbera Super 10, the complete film collection. Yeah, I saw your message. I just hadn't had time to respond. I like the fact that it's got those Scooby-Doo movies in there, and the Jetsons meet Flintstones is cool. Three from Hell was not good. House of Corpses and Devil Rejects are great. Yeah, I love Devil's Rejects. Is that on here? If that's on Tubi, we'll watch that next after the Rumble. Three from Hell was a decent concept, but it really does drag it down that Sid Haig was not able to be, part of the three. Bringing Richard Brake in, is that his name, was okay, but it just wasn't the same without Sid Haig. I'll give him credit for including Sid Haig and for writing a pretty decent storyline or a reason around why he wasn't in it. And you have to admit, his wife, Sherry Moon Zombie, he wrote a really good character and Baby for her and this one and all three of them really. The problem he's got is trying to shoehorn her into everything else. But this movie goes off the rails a little bit for me, but I really do love the first half of it for sure. I mean, I like it all, but the first half is really strong. It's got Texas Chainsaw vibes to it. How much was that set? I forgot to look when you sent me the link. I saw somebody post about it on Facebook, but I forgot to look it up. That's old Chris Hardwick from Talking Dead. I would 100% stop at Captain Spaulding's if I was on a road trip too. $70. Holy shit. Yeah, I didn't look at the price. I guess that's not too bad. I would have been like $70. That reverse angle negative shit would always kind of got on my nerves when I would watch this movie. Where'd you see it? It was $70, just the retail, posting of it. He cleaning up the blood. Woo. Alki Hall. That guy was with some hot chicks on MTV. They had cool shows, Jenny McCarthy and Carmen Electra. Yeah, he did a lot of those game shows and shit back in the day, didn't he? How long's a piece of string? Ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string from Burger King. You know what that's from? I just looked for a link that would say how much it was going to be. What's it called? Hanna-Barbera Superstars 10. Jackassy questions. I need to make a bumper out of that. Why are you asking so many jackassy questions? Captain Spaulding said, "Hey, was awesome." Yep. Rest in peace, man. I didn't discover him until this movie. I didn't really know much about him in his past or anything that he was in. Yeah, I don't see Amazon link either. That's weird. You would think it would be an Amazon link already. The Jetsons and the Flintstones. I never was a big Huckleberry Hound fan. I see there's a movie of that on there. All right, I got a Tubi commercial already. I got a UPS commercial here. So it says I got 4 commercials. Anybody else a commercial already? We hadn't done this for a while with commercials. He said, same. I got Hardee's. I haven't ordered. Doug sent me a link. I haven't ordered from Moviezine in a while, and then I ordered a $5-6 DVD a couple of weeks ago. My guess is Amazon will probably be like $59. What's the release date on it? Doesn't say. Is any because of that's probably the manufacturer's suggested retail price, and then it might end up being a little bit cheaper. February 20th. That's cool. Slayers 2022. What's Slayers 2022? Rollins dropped title, so if Punk wins the Rumble, who will he face? I hope it's not McIntyre. It's not guaranteed Rollins will drop the belt yet. If Reigns doesn't have to defend an Elimination Chamber and Rollins can come back by Mania, then why would he have to drop the belt? It's not fair to have one champion who doesn't defend it and another one who can't defend it every month have to drop it. That's horseshit. But my guess is Punk has mixed it up with McIntyre. So if anything, I would have where they could do like back in the day when Flair won it. They could have the Rumble for the title if he has to give it up, or you could have the title in the Elimination Chamber. You could have maybe Punk win the Rumble. Punk is, or if he doesn't win that, I think Punk's supposed to be in the Elimination Chamber match. But either way, you could end up making it to where McIntyre wins the belt, or you could have it to where Rollins is out there tomorrow night talking about being injured and being able to be at WrestleMania, and you could have Damian Priest cash in Money in the Bank. The Flintstones meet Count Rockula. Well, maybe this will be like volume 1. If it sells well, maybe they'll end up putting a second volume out. Here's a question. Both of the girlfriends in this are pretty fairly good looking women. Did they do anything movie wise after this? Where these actresses come from? Mr. Ed Gein. It's kind of cool how they mention Ed Gein in here. Their sexual organs. Rob Zombie finds some weird motherfuckers to be up in his movie. I don't even know what the Frankenstones is. I've never heard of that. You bringing up some shit even I don't know. That's why I like doing these. You guys tell me about stuff I might have missed. Is there anything any good coming out this week? Somebody in the comments of my movie hunts always busts that you never find anything anymore. And I'm like, Do you not, if you're an average movie hunter, you know the first month or two of the year, there's not a lot that comes out. I never saw these chicks after House was out in the course. I didn't either. Yeah, that's why I was wondering. Both of them were fairly good looking. I always like this Murder Ride. Sid Haig does a good job. Any of you guys have the soundtrack to this? I've got the CD and the vinyl. It's got some good instrumental score music and some good tunes. That was so badass.
That was so badass! Dr. Satan! Ah, Dr. Satan!
Rainn Wilson wasn't that big of a deal back then either, was he? I like movies that get obscure, actors in it, like right before they get famous. I think I got a Rob Zombie's greatest hit CD as well. When FYE was going out of business in the mall, I bought the soundtracks to all three of these movies on vinyl because they had them like half price. He's watching that horror guy on his television. I thought that was cool. That's Bela Lugosi right there in that clip, right? That's old Bill Moseley right there playing in that newscast. I haven't bought any vinyl in ages, and I actually, when I was buying some stuff from that Orbit DVD, I picked up a couple soundtracks. I might start talking about that kind of stuff on the channel. What does this shirt say? Somebody I'd fart. Really? Yeah, I bought all three of them, like the double LP sets. It's good to know. I don't own a ton of vinyls, but I do own quite a bit of some soundtracks. I'm gonna look it up real quick on eBay. Oh shit! Yeah, it is. Like this is the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I got all three of them. The one for Three from Hell is not great. You have the Steelbook and the special Blu-ray set. Were you here when I was showing the one? Is this the one you got? You get that one? When I was doing my movie hunt, that was back then when I was such a fan of the movie. I was like toying with the idea of only getting one. I couldn't make up my mind, and I went back and got the damn Steelbook. I was talking to one of you guys offline, and I was talking about that. Like, when do you double dip? And I don't do it a lot. I used to do it a lot more, but now I'm trying to, spend the money on movies I don't have. Sent you the specials I have both on DVD. Oh. I didn't even know that was a thing. How much are they? Can you still buy those? I have to check it out. And so, yeah, those are the ones you was talking about. That girl, the other is got a, which one? Not her. No, the other one's got a bad fucking attitude. The one back there. She's like, we'll get wet. Well, that's what she said. I have to admit, his wife's pretty hot in this movie. All right, so I got an idea. Some of you guys, or maybe I'll wait to see if a few more people come in. I bought a Flintstones DVD set last year, used though, at Goodwill. I went to Goodwill this week. I found a movie. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I bought it just to be funny to my wife. I was thinking about hiding it and putting it and giving it to her for Valentine's Day. I'll do the movie hunt and I'll show you guys. So watch out with that for this week. Yeah, Sherry Moon Zombie. She's hot as fuck up in this movie. Bill Moseley, man, is a good actor when he's doing this shit. Have you guys ever listened to him in just regular interviews? That guy's like highly intelligent. A lot of these actors in these horror movies don't get a lot of credit for their intelligence and creativity and stuff. Doug keeps sending me fucking links. How much is this thing? $10? Fucking hey, dude. Is it a manufactured on demand DVD or is it the regular? Is it 3 of them? Oh, there's a Christmas collection. Would the Christmas collection be included in the would those episodes be on the full series? Because I've got the full series. Guess Rob Zombie didn't want her to show Bush. Well, I guess if this was in the 70s, all those women probably would have Bush. I wouldn't think she would have it in real life, though. She got on Shawn Michaels' cowboy hat. Did you guys check out, all you here, did you watch my Jeffy Award show? I actually put a little bit of effort in there and got some people that I didn't think I'd be able to include to help me with that. I was pretty proud of that. My channel might not be big, but you can, it's growing a little bit because the videos like that I do, get about double the amount of views that they used to last year. Dude coming up in his fucking poncho and bear hat. They might be, but the other ones won't. Yeah, I agree with that. But so are they real disc or are they manufactured on demand? Somebody must have got pissed off at something I said. I lost a subscriber while we've been sitting here. Yes, sir. I truly enjoyed the award show. Nicely done. I appreciate that. I wish I had a little more time that I could invest in doing that kind of stuff, but I wanted to at least do that one where it was pretty decent. I was, like I said, I was really proud of the fact that I got some other YouTubers to help me out. There you go. You see a little butt crack action there. You sure do a lot of guessing. I appreciate you stopping by, David, to the live stream. I didn't see it live was working. Hey, man, you don't have to see it live. I was on there for about half of it, chatting back and forth. But other than that, I mean, obviously it's made to where you can break it, and I got the chapters, so you can watch it later and just see the parts you want. Warner Brothers sells it on their site. Well, it doesn't mean, I mean, Warner archives a lot of their stuff is burn on demand, and they sell it official. So you can tell next time you got the disc, flip them over and Look and see. See if they're real discs or burn on demand. So the only nipples of hers you get is in these little flashback things, or bumpers, or whatever you want to call them. I got another damn ad popping up. Why would he be flirting with her? She's flirting with him. Well, I've heard Doug's opinion and a couple of anybody else watching here. What is your opinion of slip covers? I'm going to do a video on it, and I kind of want to get some background on what some of you guys think. Do you like slip covers? And if you do, why? And if you don't, why? You mean cards of movies or what? Or are you talking about the pro wrestling loot? Didn't I just do one? I only get one box a month. When did I do the last one? I don't even remember when I did the loot one, the last loot. Let me check out my channel. All right, but that was a quick commercial. I'm already back. I've got some old vintage wrestling cards that I was going to unbox for myself. So I was thinking about doing a video when I did it. So would you be interested in seeing me opening up some like old WrestleMania cards? I was thinking about saving them and doing the WrestleMania ones for closer to the actual WrestleMania event. I don't remember if I got a pro wrestling loot in the mail yesterday, but what it is they screwed up one of my autographs in one of the boxes. There was a problem with it, and when I went to get it replaced, they had a like greatest hits type box on sale for $20.24, and it come with a Rey Mysterio autograph. So I was like, now on top of all the other stuff you get in there, Ray's worth more than the $20. So I went ahead and got that. So maybe if you want, I could unbox that. But I don't know when the last one I got. When was the last pro wrestling loot that I got? I looked back and I didn't see one. I might have one to unbox because I got a box sitting right here. Pro wrestling loots and crates. You know, the first one I ever opened was 3 years ago, and I had 24 views. I've got a pro wrestling crate / loot playlist. You guys should check out my playlist because a lot of those on there. You know, but I'm surprised I'm still doing YouTube as bad as my views were back in the day. I mean, I'll give you an idea. Like my first one was in December 2020 where I unboxed the pro wrestling crate. I had 24 views. And then a year later, I was getting about 89 views. The last one, the one I had Miss Hancock in it, I got almost 300 views on. Yep. So it's about time. I should get a new pro wrestling loot. It's been about a month. I should get a new one, like maybe this week, and I'll unbox it. Huge fan of slip covers myself, specifically exclusive slip covers that have different art than the cover art. Also, I really like the fancy slip covers. It's almost like a mini piece of art sometimes. All right. I love it when my joke is when the carpets doesn't match the drapes. I love exclusive slip covers. Like if you saw in my recent movie hunt, I bought the standalone Beetlejuice 4K because it had one of those Walmart slip covers. If it's a 4K I already have, I'm not double dipping $20 or more to buy a slip cover. I've double dipped like $5 like to get a Jaws and a Halloween one. But I love it when the covers don't match or when you do like what's a good example? Like Ghost Ship here, I just pulled off the shelf. When you get this off of here. When you get new artwork like Shout does, and then they give you the original artwork where you can flip over on the disc. So I love when they do that. But when they just go lazy and give you a slipcover from Shout with the new artwork, and they give you the new artwork on the slipcover and they don't get it reversible, why are they not consistent? Especially if they've already done it on the Blu-ray. Why not do that again on the 4K? I just get pissed off when you spend money to upgrade a movie and that you get less than what you did when you bought the Blu-ray. Yeah, I loved her. She was, you know, a lot of guys don't think she's hot just because she don't have big tits, but they missing out, man. What's your Blade Trinity? What do you mean? What did I think of Blade Trinity? What's my thoughts on Blade Trinity? It's not great, but isn't that the one Triple H was in and Ryan Reynolds is in? I don't give it as much hate as a lot of people. I wasn't a super Blade fan going into it, but I enjoyed all three Blade movies. It obviously isn't as good as the other two, but I don't hate on it as much as a lot of other people. I thought it was pretty decent. I like Triple H in it. Send me the pics. What kind of pics did Doug send me? Look at the back of the disc, man. See, what I'm talking about is like that's not the real DVD logo right there. That's like not the actual official DVD logo like that they manufactured it. Oh, wait a minute. It says this disc is expected to play back in DVD video play only devices and may not play back in other devices, including recorders and PC drives. Yeah, so it's a manufactured on demand disc. No big deal. I don't mind those. Yeah, I can see from your disc it's burned because it's purple. I don't mind those. You just need to take care of those because they can get a lot of smudges and they can get scratched a lot easier than manufactured disc because you don't get that extra layer of protection put on them. I bought the Scarface 4K Blu-ray slipcover because I like the cover. It's probably better than the Steelbook. Yeah, I'll give you that. It is. So if you saw in my movie hunt, I went into Best Buy and I did find a couple of cheap movies. I didn't have a lot of money last week, had a couple bills to pay. If I get any extra this week, I may go back in there and pick up. They had a couple of steel books, like that other Black Panther Wakanda Forever one for $10, and they had that movie Belly for $10 on 4K. So I may go in there and pick up a couple $10 4Ks before they pull everything off the shelf. So mine condensed everything to the back wall. So I guess until they sell it all, they're not getting rid of it. Hopefully they'll keep coming down in the price. Lenticular slips are pretty cool too, and I think slips look better on the media shelf than just a standard. I agree, but I've had a couple that I accidentally pulled and tore a little bit, like up around the hole where the price tag is. I wish they would just go ahead and print the barcode. I said price tag, the price barcode. I wish they go ahead and print the barcode on the slip and not put a hole through it so that they wouldn't be weak up at the top corner. I like them either way, but I'm not a slip cover snob where I think they all have to have them. If they're just plain Jane, they don't emboss them, they don't make them shiny, special looking. I mean, it's kind of like no purpose. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying you just need to be careful with your disc more if they're burn on demand versus manufactured. That bitch hog. Is there places in the world to call people bitch hogs? So I might do a video about that because I was watching somebody else's, man, and they were just adamant that they want slip covers on all their movies. And that they went out and spent a lot of money to get some. I actually did. I'm not going to tell you which one. When I do the video, you'll see. I did spend a little money on some slip covers to upgrade because of mine didn't come with them, and it ends up more than doubling, almost tripling the value of them for the slips I got because I got them cheap. I did watch Martin before this, but didn't like the ending. It wasn't terrible. I don't know if you find yourself watching it. It's okay. I mean, it's kind of uh, dated in from like the 70s. I bought a Snapper Case DVD of Bloodsport, the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. That's old school. You know, here's the irony of that I used to, when I was had all my movies like up here. Uh, when I first moved in, I had a lot of DVDs up here. Now mostly it's just Blu-rays, and the DVDs are in my basement. I hated the Snapper cases. You couldn't fit as many on the shelf. They were hard to stack if you to put them on their edges, like and not standing up. Um, I just hated them. And now that I'm more of a collector and not just watcher of movies, I've started to see. I wished I hadn't gotten rid of my snappers and converted a lot of them to standard DVD cases, because a lot of movies that I had, I went back and if I saw them cheap, like at Goodwill or whatever, I'd buy the regular version, and then I got rid of the snapper. And now I'm actually wishing I kept my snappers. Yeah, those snap cases don't stack well on shelves. This is when she comes out with that tight ass dress on. Yeah. I could definitely 100% see Karen Black being the mother of this family, this fucked up Firefly family. Say that 3 times fast. I like sometimes when Rob Zombie does this split screen stuff, especially when they show the different perspectives of the people watching. Thanks for telling me about those, Doug. I might have to get those Flintstones. Gigi sent me a message. She said she hoped to make it by. Sherry Moon Zombie, didn't she appear on Halloween too? The Rob Zombie. Yeah, she was in both of them. She was Michael. She was Michael Myers' mother. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. She called her a slut. Oh, that's a great comeback. I'll cut your tits off and shove them down your throat. That guy's got a bar on his head. I got another ad. So yeah, did you see the Goodwill video I did, the last one? I found that movie The Replacements, which I got the Blu-ray right up there. I found it in a clear snapper. I'd never seen a clear snapper case before. Had you guys ever seen a clear one? Yeah, I've actually, like I said, when I don't buy them, I'm not gonna spend any money on them. But if you've watched on my Goodwill videos or whatever, if I find a movie in a snapper case and it's only like $1, I sometimes rebuy them. I don't know why. It's just more like the nostalgia. Yeah, I know they bring up the quality and the class of the room when they show up. I don't know. He's been busy. He's filmed a couple of movies lately. Gigi says she's on a DoorDash right now. She actually sent me a voice message. I appreciate her. I only ever seen one clear Snapcase ever. What was the movie? Because that Replacements is the only one I've ever seen. When I listened to her voice message, it paused my movie. Hold on a second. I went and ordered the Scooby Doo Where Are You Complete series, the Mansion set Blu-ray. Ordered the most complete collection of new Scooby Doo movies Blu-ray. Yeah, the almost complete. Yeah, it's fucked up that they don't have them all in there. Um, because of rights issues with the music. That's bullshit. He said, same. Did you buy any of what I said? What are you talking about? I've got you talking about that? I've got both of those. I've got the Mansion set on Blu-ray, and I've got the Scooby-Doo movies on Blu-ray. I used to love it. I used to love that Jerry Reed Scooby-Doo episode. What was the song that he would sing in there? I can't think of it now. If we weren't talking about it, I'd be able to think of it. Jerry Reed, Scooby Doo song. Little Mary Sunlight, she's all right with me. Remember that? Wish they had the Addams Family episode. Yeah, I know that's the one. Well, that's one of the ones with the rights issues. Obviously, don't have them on there if you gonna like not let them have the rights. This big motherfucker busting into the car and getting the girls out. John Aston didn't get permission. Yeah, I know. It sucks when they don't do the permissions right. You need to secure that shit because back then they weren't worried about syndication or re-releasing that shit on DVD and Blu-ray. None of that stuff existed, so they didn't get the right rights. Referring to the clear replacements with my same comment. I figured that's what you meant. That's the only one I've ever seen. I just thought that was weird. I had to get it. I don't know. It was either $1 or $2. There's one Goodwill that when they have that sticker, with the different color, they don't do their media half price, but there's two near me that always do. So usually when I buy movies, I always get, it's weird. I guess it's when they come into the store, they put a different color on it. They don't want to get something new and have a color that's already on half price or something. I don't know. But I'll get media and it'll have yellow, blue, red, orange, all the different colors. And then randomly, I got one movie the other day that was 50 cents. And the guy was bitching saying that the boy that was putting movies on the shelf was not supposed to put anything less than $1. I was joking with somebody because somebody was asking me if I was going to do any collection videos, and I told him I would do it if I did a Patreon, for like $1. I don't know that I want anybody and everybody. My collection is very disorganized. Like it's organized for me, but it would not be organized for anybody else. Like I do have one shelf that's got my Criterion's Arrows and MVD rewinds and stuff like that on it. And then I got a shelf of like comedies, a shelf of superhero movies, a shelf of Shout Factory, Scream Factory, Blu-rays. But if I tried to go back and put all my shit in alphabetical order, I would be like fucking 70 years old. And I don't want to do that because I want to be able to enjoy what I got. So it's in order for me. Like I've got a shelf that's got the sequel horror movies with sequels that I like. Like I'll give you an example. It's got The Living Dead, Evil Dead, Saw, Purge, Hatchet, VHS, Final Destination. But yeah, dude, there's no way I could go back as many movies. I've been collecting movies since 1998. There's no way that I could put all my shit in alphabetical order. So what I do is I put it in groups, and then within the groups I put them in alphabetical order. Yeah, I know he was. Well, Sherry Moon Zombie would look normal if she didn't open her mouth and talk like a fucking moron. So, what do you guys think? Why they changed Otis's look? in the trilogy. Gator last week was talking about my microphone didn't sound good. How does it sound tonight? Does it sound okay? If anybody's unaware, the price of postage goes up today. I was looking because I got something that I sold. I got to ship off of eBay. Do you want to talk about the Stepfather 3, 1992? I enjoyed the first and second step. I've got all three of those, and then there's a remake that's not good. I would probably say the same as you. I really enjoyed the first two. I think they went a little. It didn't need a third one. I was watching this Otis and old Rainn Wilson's character on here. I guess this is when he's going. This is when they do Brick. Yeah, Brick House. Mate, letting it all hang out. Would you have preferred them showing what they did with him, or would you have preferred just seeing the after effects? Because you don't see a lot of what they do. He cut his hand off or whatever, and then was like scratching him with it. Rob always seems to go from supernatural to making them more human. Yeah. Impossible to do A to Z with thousands in the collection. I got the same issue. I tend to keep franchises together and then group by actor. See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's got their own little method, which is fine. But unless somebody comes over and they want to watch a movie and they're looking, then they don't know what your order is. Like behind me, I've got a shelf that it's behind this sign. That sign I've got where I can just slide behind my chair. It's a shelf that it's got mostly TV stuff I wouldn't watch as much. So I don't have it where I can get readily available to it without moving, pulling. My chair can slide out too. So this is a small room, but everything can move. Like I've got everything on either rollers. Like I've got a cart that's got a TV with VHS on it and then box sets under it. I've got a VHS rack. Everything's got rollers on it. So I can easily just roll it and move it out of the way. But that way I can store more in here. I did the same thing in my basement. I brought some shelves from my back wall, and then I bought some carts. And then so I've got as much as I can, like where I can just wheel it out of the way, but that way I can double stack stuff. Doug is a 4K snob. See, he doesn't have to worry about it because he doesn't want anything on DVD unless he has to, like that Flintstones. I'm just kidding, Doug. He put so much shit on his face, makeup, that he can't even get it all the way off. Oh, Sid, hey. The reason I was asking you talking about impossible to do A to Z, I see a lot of those other YouTubers who have more space, and they tend to keep empty spots, and they do put them A to Z. That's a lot of time and effort that I don't need. I usually do them by studios, like I said, or labels, like Arrow, Criterion, and then I can find them easier. Do you hey David, do you inventory yours or whatever you want to call it? I'm testing a program and I've been using it for several months, and I think I'm gonna keep it, where you can scan the barcodes and store the movies in. Because I have bought a couple movies lately in the Goodwill to find out later that I did own them. The problem I've got is a lot of the programs, the mainstream ones, don't have a lot of the boutique or B label like Wild Eye Releasing and stuff like that in there, or Troma. So when you try to scan them in, you can't find all the movies, and you got to manually enter the shit. Do you have a storage room to store my movies? Yeah, I got my basement. the back wall that's away from anything like the furnace or it's not near the washing machine or any of that. It's a back wall. I've got 5 shelves, and the stuff like the Dollar Tree stuff that I keep, some of those I stack like going up instead of standing on the side so that I can just do stacks of them. So yeah, the good stuff, the stuff that's valuable like box sets, higher price stuff like Criterions and stuff, that stays up here with me in this room. And then I'm constantly, as I get new stuff or stuff that's worth money, I rotate some of that stuff to the basement. You have to watch. If you use bookcases that don't have wood on them, unless you've got like really good airflow, don't put them up against your wall because any of that cardboard stuff can mold. I know somebody who did that and they got mold on the back of that and it started getting on the movies. I don't put mine up against the wall, and I've got them on racks that I put clear plastic on the back of them in case it gets cold down there. I don't have all of my basement isn't finished, so I don't have the airflow that perfect down there. Hey, what's going on? What's popping? Are you ready? Are you going to stop by next Saturday and watch the Royal Rumble with us? If we watch the Elimination Chamber, we have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch that. That's going to be in Australia. Yep. So I back basically mine in anything good, like I said, stays up here where the heat and air I don't have to worry about. Stays regulated better than down there. But I keep periodic check on mine, and like I said, I've got some got them in pretty good storage. There's an art to it unless you're gonna put the damn thing in alphabetical order all the time. That's cool. I appreciate it. Yes, you guys stop by. We'll watch the Royal Rumble. Who's my pick to win the Rumble? I'm picking Bailey to win the Women's Royal Rumble, and I don't know. I was pretty certain that Punk was probably going to win the Rumble, but now if Rollins, depending on what he says, I may change my pick. If Rollins is out, I don't know what they're going to do. They may mix it up. Hopefully, you'll eventually find them. What are you talking about? Oh, you wish you could find on demand of the Addams Family Reunion and the new Addams Family TV series. That Addams Family Reunion, I've got a VHS of that I burned to a DVD. I don't have anything about that new TV series. Hey, yo, Jeff Man and everybody. Hey, yo. It's survey time. Appreciate you stopping by. Anybody hits the door, make sure you hit a thumbs up on the video, on the live stream. I really do appreciate you guys. We're watching House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't even know how far we're into it. We're 51 minutes into it, a little more than 51 minutes. Yeah, he is injured. He's got a torn ACL and a torn the MCL and a partially torn meniscus. But it depends on how bad it is and whether it requires surgery. He could be out anywhere. They said in the range from 3 to 12 weeks. So it depends on how bad it is. And then obviously they're not going to tell you. If he's going to be out and miss WrestleMania, they need to go ahead and not tell anybody and have it to where Damian Priest just cashes in Money in the Bank on him while he's out there doing his promo. Would not be surprised if Punk fought McIntyre for the belt at WrestleMania if he's out. Bailey. Yep, I'm thinking Bailey. Well, Raquel, if you don't know, she may not even be in it. Raquel's got some kind of skin issue, and she's out right now. I'm just telling you, man. Put your money on Bailey. She's gonna win. They think she's gonna end up challenging Rhea Ripley. She's not. they're going to end up, she's going to turn on, or they're going to turn on damage control on her. She's fighting EO and she's winning the belt at WrestleMania. She's never had a singles match at WrestleMania. Bayley has it. She is going to win the women's title, whichever one they call the one on SmackDown at WrestleMania. I would almost bet money on that. Prize dog dick. Got the lady dead in the trunk. No, I don't. Becky is to the point where, dude, she's basically she doesn't need I don't think she needs a Rumble win. But I just, she can win the women's elimination chamber if that's for the belt. I'm not sure what they're going to do at elimination chamber. If you look at it, what's his head is Rhea Ripley's on the poster because she's from Australia. So I don't know whether they're going to make her defend the belt in the chamber or whether she's going to defend the belt and then there's going to be a women's chamber match. But my guess is her and Becky are going to fight at Elimination Chamber. I mean, at WrestleMania. So I'm at a commercial. Just say, you guys, I hope The Rock faces Roman at Chamber. Don't need title on the line. Make it real. Head of the table. Whoever wins, they wear a neck. I got a bad feeling The Rock's fighting Roman at WrestleMania, and Cody's not going to win the belt until SummerSlam. I don't know. I think Triple H really might want Okada there. I don't. He's one of the few that I think he would fight to get there. I do think that Sasha / Mercedes Moné is going to end up in AEW, but I don't want her back in the WWE. They got a really good tight roster there that's like been built. I think she would end up bringing a lot of drama into the locker room, and I don't think that they need Sasha at this point. Yeah, I agree. They need to send her back to damn NXT. Ripley, her reign has been lackluster. But that's because the Raw women's division is hot garbage. Yeah, well, Zoe's meh. She's got no personality. Cody's going to have a never-ending story. Never-ending story. Na 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 na. Shit. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if Cody's going to win the Rumble or not. Don't tell her I'm doing it. I'm sending Gigi a tip on Cash App. Where's my fucking Cash App at? I like what's his name? Is it Walton Goggins? Is that his name? I like that dude, man. He's pretty fucking cool. He was good on that show, Justified. What's my thoughts on Prey 2022 Predator movie? I did a review on the channel of that movie, actually. I thought it was really good. I had very low expectations of that movie, and I thought they did a good job considering, it was, I'm not a big fan of like those period piece movies when they go back in time different from the main timeline, but I really thought it was good. I like most of I even like Predator 2. So, but yeah, I really like Prey. Go back and check out. Look up JEFFMAN316 Prey and watch my review of that. Not to get off subject, you happen to acquire the Arrow Django release, and if it isn't, it's awesome quality compared to the Blue Underground one. No, I never did. I've got all those on DVD, and I never went back. I've been, that's one of the reasons I was talking about doing that video on double dipping. It's a lot of movies that if I haven't watched them a lot, I haven't went back and double dipped and bought them on Blu-ray or 4K. And that's why I was telling Doug, I really don't double dip now on 4Ks for the older stuff unless I read reviews saying that it's like a really good upgrade. If it's only marginal, I'm not dropping 25, $30 anymore. I've skipped quite a few 4K upgrades. But hey, if you say the quality is that good, maybe I should get it. Andrade guy is not that good, even though I can't stand Santos Escobar. He's good at promos and matches. Andrade can't speak English, so he'll have trouble. He'll have to be in. My fucking cart keeps moving. Andrade will need help. He'll have to have somebody help him with his promos. You double dip the chip, yeah. Like Seinfeld, which one of them was a double dipper? Can't believe Rob messed up the Munsters. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was George. George was also the one that stuck his hand on top of the trash can and got that food out and ate it. He called him Barney. I thought that was funny. Thoughts on the up and coming new movie coming to theaters? You know, I wanted to go see that Iron Claw. I know that's already been out. That's not really what you asked, but I didn't want to waste money seeing it at the theater. Uh, I can't think about it. Was somebody was asking me that. Name some ones coming out. $2024 movie release schedule. Let's look it up and we'll talk about it. So I was thinking about going to see The Beekeeper, and then one guy told me it wasn't good, but then um, the guy who participated in my Jeffy Awards, Drum Dums, I usually trust him. He said it was good. The Django Blue Underground DVD looked better visually than the Blue until Arrow released theirs. The Arrow Django is the best it's ever looked. Hey, Wes, so that would be half price right now, right? At Barnes and Noble. I wonder if they got the 4K. Is it in 4K? Um, so I don't want to see Night Swim. I heard shit at that, but I want to see The Beekeeper. If I don't see it at theater, I'll see that when it comes out. I'll definitely buy that. What's coming up? Founders Day. I heard that wasn't too good. I think that's a piss poor version of Thanksgiving that we didn't need. So I don't think I'll see that. Argyle. I kind of want to see Argyle. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I'm looking forward to that because I'm starting to see more background photos. It's got Bill Murray and the guys in it. Hopefully they're in a little bit more. Jason Statham movies are meant for me, just like Fast and Furious. Well, that's not his movie. When he's the main character in it, I kind of like it. I'm not interested in Lisa Frankenstein. I'm on the fence about Madam Web. I don't know about that. I didn't particularly care for Dune, so I don't know that I'm gonna go see Dune Part 2. Imaginary looks kind of good. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire right now is scheduled for March 22nd. I definitely will go see that. Godzilla versus and Kong, the New Empire. That doesn't look too bad. I think I'll go see that. Yeah, I want to see that. We talking about what? What else? The first Omen, I'll wait for that. The Fall Guy. Have you seen the trailers for the Fall Guy? That looks pretty good. With Ryan Gosling in it. That looks actually pretty decent. I think I might want to go see that. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I don't know if I'll see that in the theaters. The Strangers Chapter 1. I definitely will go see that. I'll give that a go. I'm not really interested in seeing the Garfield movie. Bad Boys 4, maybe. The Quiet Place prequel, I might go see. I don't want to see Despicable Me 4 in theaters. I'm going to be there like day one seeing the Deadpool 3. I'm not interested in Lisa Frankenstein at all. Well, I mean, not seeing it in the theater. I'll see it when it's at home. How about some Red Hot Pussy Liquor? Theater in Town was showing Michael Mann's Heat. Doug Lyman's Go. Glad I got to catch them. Hey, I like Go. That's a pretty underrated movie. I was looking, but I only have that on DVD. I never got that on Blu-ray, and now the Blu-ray is hard to get. I think Godzilla, the Japanese one, is better than the one they're supposed to come out. I saw it. Yeah, I want to see -1. I'm on the fence about the Mad Max one. I don't know, maybe. Abigail, yeah, I forgot about that. I just watched the trailer for that. That looks pretty good. I might see that. I want to see Alien Romulus. That looks pretty good as far as what I've heard. Dude, the trailer for Craven the Hunter looks fucking amazing. I didn't think that would be good, but having that R-rated, man, that's gonna be good. If Beetlejuice 2 comes out this year, I definitely want to see that. The new Saw 11, I definitely want to see that. I'm gonna pass on seeing that Joker in the theater right away. With it being a musical, I'm gonna wait until some people I trust tell me whether it's good. Smile 2, I might pass on that as well, right when it comes out and see how it does. Terrifier 3, definitely gonna be there to see that day one if it comes around here. It says there's a Lord of the Rings movie coming out this year. Karate Kid. Nosferatu, maybe I'll go see. So there's quite a few movies coming out that I want to see. Wish they didn't change Otis's look, but probably didn't like the contacts. Oh, Borderlands. That's right. I might have skipped over that. Yeah, Beetlejuice 2. Yeah, it's surreal. I like this part here where Otis puts the dude's skin on. I thought that mask looks really good. Who's your daddy? But yeah, definitely want to see Beetlejuice 2. You know, I was thinking about that the other night. I stuck the Flash in and watched that. I really liked the Flash, other than some of that CGI shit in the sphere thing. But other than that, that movie was good. Wait a minute, what did you say? Django HDR is listed at $24.99 on Barnes and Noble website, out of stock online, so you have to check your local Barnes and Noble. Is Amazon matching that? I remember I seen Rob Zombies and Monsters in movie theaters. I hated on my own. Thoughts on Rob Zombies and Monsters because the color is so incredibly blown that he make this black and white. The humor wasn't good. The people that he chose to be in it. Grandpa Monster is really good, but I just thought he did that if he had made it to me. I think I did a review of it. Watch that on the channel. If he had made it where it was serious, like the show, but it was comedic because of the situations they were in, thinking that everything was normal for them, I think it would have been a lot better. The way that he made it cartoony and like a comic book come to life was bullshit. Yeah, Venom 3, I saw that. I skipped over it. I don't know what my feelings are on Venom 3 yet. I didn't hate Let There Be Carnage, but that movie needed to be rated R and there needed to be more violence in it. Carnage got pussed out. Rob Zombie's Monsters was in the theaters. I didn't think it was. Yeah, I think it was one of those things. It was like a week or two. It wasn't in theaters very long. This is when this movie goes off the rails a little bit for me. You enjoyed the movie Monsters? I didn't particularly like it. I was a big fan of the original Monsters and Addams Family TV series. So, like the Addams Family movie played up the fact, like I said, they acted like that it wasn't as comedic looking. It was like a real looking movie that was just had comedic moments in it. I couldn't imagine putting contacts in. That's probably why Rob Zombie changed the look because Bill didn't. I don't know about that. I mean, he changed everything about him. I wore contacts for years. My eyes have gotten worse. I still got some. I just don't wear them as much. I wore contacts every day for like 20 years, man. Wolfman looks like a reboot. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't read anything about that, so I didn't know whether that was a really full blown remake, reboot, or whatever. And when you click on it, it's only got one or two actors listed. So I guarantee you that'll end up being delayed. Ain't we just having a fucking hoot? Yeah, his wife can't really act. That's what I'm saying. Like in this movie, he wrote it specifically for her, so she doesn't have to do much acting. She can basically just act like herself. 25.56. So is it worth 25? Run, rabbit, run. I knew Bill Moseley, but not like as a name until I saw this, and then I went back and watched a bunch of the stuff he was in. I recognized him. He's in the beginning of the Night of the Living Dead Tom Savini 1990 reboot. That movie's like way better than that movie is way better than people give it credit for. Let me look at my local Barnes and Noble real quick. Do any of you guys that are in the chat need a digital copy of House of a Thousand Corpses? Gladiator 2. Yeah, is that really going to come out in 2024? I heard there might be been some delays. Dude, you forgot about 20 years later, the continuation of the 28 days and 28 weeks later supposed. Well, it wasn't on the list I was reading. And is that really guaranteed to come out in 2024? The Lion King? Nah, well, I didn't read the whole list, man. Well, I like it. It's been a long time since I watched it. Does anybody need House of Thousand Corpses digital? I got a code I can put up on the screen if anybody wants it. Run, rabbit, run! I did that Barnes and Noble hunt, and I don't remember seeing the 4K in my store. Nope, says it's unavailable for pickup. Who knows if it'll come out in 2024? I'm just going by the list. Yeah, you never know. Man, this movie was great, and the effects look great for such a low budget. Yeah, I mean, I give Rob Zombie credit. He's very creative with his effects and everything. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I thought you said real movies, man. I felt bad buying those 4Ks for like $9. All right, well, if you guys don't need it, somebody that watches this later, I'll put in the title that I'm giving away or should I just do it on Instagram? Maybe I'll post a picture of that on Instagram. Run, rabbit, run. Beverly Hills Cop acts well, but that's a Netflix movie. That's not coming into theater. Looks like I'm buying another shirt. What, House of a Thousand Corpses? Yeah, so Beverly Hills Cop, I'm actually looking forward to it, but but I'm worried that because it's Netflix. That's some weird ass shit going on in the background there. Nosferatu, yeah, I think I said that at the very end. I don't know if it'll be limited theatrical. I don't think so. I think from what I read, Beverly Hills Cop, if that's what you're talking about, it's going to be 100% Netflix. No, I'll show when I'm done. Oh, you talking about the shirts you're talking about buying? Doug, if you haven't watched the live stream I did that Doug was in, he was showing a lot of his collection. He collects a lot. He's Universal Monsters 100%, but he also collects a he also buys a lot of shirts. Like I don't spend a lot, no more than like $10, $12 on a t-shirt. So like the one I got's from Walmart for Friday the 13th. I'm going to bed. Nice chatting for a bed. Have a good night. You too. So come back for the Royal Rumble next Saturday night, and we'll watch that together. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Coming to America 2 was garbage. Watch my review of that on the channel. There's a teaser trailer out for Beverly Hills Cop 4. It actually doesn't look that bad. Check that out if you haven't watched it already. It doesn't look half bad. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I was a person who didn't think Beverly Hills Cop 3 was terrible. It wasn't anywhere near as good as the first two. The first two are really good. But it wasn't terrible. There was some good aspects to it. Like I said, this is kind of where the movie goes off the rails for me. Um, they don't do enough with Dr. Satan, and then they don't reference him enough, like again in the second one. To me, that's the only ball he dropped with this movie series, and well, this movie and the series. Um, is I wish they had done more with something else with Dr. Satan. Trailer looks good on Ford, and it looks like they brought a lot of the cast back. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how they're going to do it. Where Taggart is supposed to be retired, I would assume, and Billy. I mean, those guys are getting old. Are they still in the force? I guess the next Exorcist movie won't happen at all. I heard the director dropped out. Yeah, David Gordon Green dropped out of that. I'm not saying it won't happen. They may have to rethink something, but yeah, he's not there. Case sent. Give me a second. I was looking at something. Um, this chick here, I kind of like. I think they should have done something with her, or maybe I was hoping that she would have been in another movie because I think she does a really good job. She looks scared. She's of the two girlfriends. To me, she's the better of the two. Oh, Doug bought a Frankenstein shirt. That is kind of cool. I like that. Frankenstein for life. I was sending something to Gigi. Sorry. What about Conjuring 4? Is it going to be released this year? It wasn't on the list I saw. I don't even think it's in production yet. Like, so I find it hard to believe they would better get all that done. I think it's probably going to be 2025 if I had to guess. Yeah, that was an awesome shirt. Nice shirt, great pickup. Yeah, Doug, that was a cool design on that shirt. More weirdos here from. They're basically in Satan's waiting room. What's that dude? What the fuck are they eating? I might have to pick up that Django. They're showing him doing surgery on old Talking Dead dude. What what's this apparatus Dr. Satan's got? I thought that was weird as hell. Who's his big mother right here? Did I ever tell you who this big mother is coming after her? I'm at the point where the girl's down there with Dr. Satan and his big bad mother trucker right here is coming after her. Wish Eddie would have done a Raw Part 2 comedy movie, but on this day and age, it would have been, yeah, he kind of, backed away from Hollywood a little bit for a while. And then he came back. And I haven't 100% liked all the choices of things he's done. This whole end is a little bland, anticlimactic. That's Tiny's dad. All right, so I make commercial again. Gordon Ramsay. This place is a death trap. It's got a death curse. Coming to America garbage so bad. Yeah, I know. They Prime just backed up a big truck of money to him to do that. I mean, watch my review of that. You'll see how much I hated it. No, I don't think I ever reviewed that. I think I watched it though. I think you're right. I think he was one of the Howard Stern guys. I need to get back to reviewing more movies. I just put so much effort into a lot of my videos that I like to do them, and I don't want to just half-ass them. One of the ideas I had was a lot of times when I go to watch a movie, I sometimes think, well, if I was watching two movies, what could I watch back to back? And I was thinking an idea of recommending watching like two movies. I don't mean sequels. Doesn't have to be like a part 1 and 2, but like what sequels could you watch? I mean, what movies could you watch back to back that where the themes are the same, where they got the same feel? Yeah, if you watched my Jeffy Awards, that's why I gave Arrow my Jeffy Award for best boutique label, because I've really enjoyed those box sets they did. The Psycho one, that video store when they did the Tremors 2 set they just did, the Warriors, the Barbarella set. I've got that deep red one too. So yeah, so I might have to pick up that Django. You said Amazon did have it? The end of this kind of reminds me of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Leatherface. Has Shout Factory released more horror titles lately? I know Best Buy doesn't carry them anymore. They're getting ready to come out with Thinner, which I've ordered, and I can't think of what the other one was. The last movie that they released wasn't a horror title; it was A Man in the Iron Mask. That was the last one they released at Best Buy. I mean, 57 cents more. I think I can buy. But I know they got like Dark Man's getting ready to come out. I sent Gigi a tip. I told her I need my food. Here's a behind the scenes photo. Do you know the guy who played Ernest, Jim Barney, owned a DeLorean in real life? He's obviously passed now, but I didn't know that. All right, I think I'm gonna order this Django, man, because you recommended it. It'll end up in my if I get it before my next movie hunt, which is looks like I will, I'll include it in there and mention you guys. It was recommended during my last hunt. It's 50% off. I don't know that I ever could see myself paying $50 for one movie. No, not Django Unchained. It's the original Django. They got the Arrow sale going on now. I've got the DVD of that. I was telling him I don't have any of those on Blu-ray. Django Prepare Coffin. Is that any good? That regular Blu-ray is only $14. Is that any good? Dr. Satan, Dr. Satan. Thinner was okay. Wish they released Cujo on screen. Well, Kino released it. There's Otis in the back of the vehicle. There's a 4K Cujo from Kino. Did they have a reversible cover? Nope. I watched it. It was a pretty good quality. Got this shitty remake of Brick House. I'm a big Stephen King fan. I'll just show you a few of these that I got right here. The Mist, that Best Buy exclusive steelbook, is good. If you watch that video I did, I got that King collection for that Facebook group. I ended up getting this at Best Buy when it was cheap. It's got The Stand, Pet Cemetery, Silver Bullet, Dead Zone, and Pet Cemetery. And I think other than The Stand, they've released all those on 4K now. I got this version of Christine cheap, but I've actually got the Christine 4K steelbook. But I really like that slipcover. As far as that one is shiny and it looks cool. I got a 4K steelbook right behind me of Pet Cemetery. So I got the Shout Pet Cemetery 2. And that does have the original video cover. And then I got the 4K of Needful Things during the last Kino sale. And I got Silver Bullet on Orbit used for like $20. I got Dead Zone at Best Buy, and then I owned at Cujo. So Dead Zone that's Shout. Silver Bullet is Shout. Needful Things and Cujo are Kino. That Pet Cemetery is Shout. Let me put all this shit up. I should review Wolf. I got that on Blu-ray. You talking about the one? Is that the one with Jack Nicholson? I dropped fucking. Hold on a second. I dropped the Christine. Sorry. Wolf, is that the one with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer? I've got that on Blu-ray. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched it. I'd have to watch it again before I reviewed it. The professor was the husband of Gloria Mama Firefly and fathered 2 children with her, Tiny and Rufus. Who the fuck's Rufus? Not sure, Jeff. I don't own that other Django. They made a million movies in Django named this or that, much like the Bruce exploitation craze. But since it's Arrow, I would assume it's one of the better ones. Is the same actor in it? It looked the same. Let's look. Looks like his picture. Terrence Hill. Franco Nero, is that his name? Why they got the photo looking the same if it's a different actor? I don't think it's the same guy in it. Looks like it's a different guy. Oh well. Yeah, so all right, well maybe I'll watch it again. If I enjoyed it or hated it one way or another, maybe I'll do it. Yeah, that's what I was reading. So it's not the original actor. Maybe I'll just order the one. I bought that Jason Hockey Mask shirt too at Walmart. Yeah, I mean you can't do too bad with a damn $9 shirt. He was the guy driving the truck and had the bear coat on. Okay. Oh God, what movie they got me watching? Oh, it started The Devil's Rejects. I'll just leave it on in the background till we get off here. That was a quick watch. Like I said, the first half or 2/3 of A House of a Thousand Corpses to me is way better than the end. It gets a little off track there and becomes a little too I don't know what a good way to put it. It's very predictable. It's more like a cookie cutter type ending to a lot of those horror movies. Like I said, it reminds me of Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. The Devil's Rejects. I was hoping to buy Dual Steelbook, but couldn't find it. Yeah, the Dual Steelbook was not a regular U.S. release. I bought mine in that set from Orbit DVD. I think you can get it from who was it? Shit, I remember looking it up. It was from Groove. I think they still got it on there. Yeah, you can get the 4K Steelbook on there. It's in stock for $24.99. So if you wanted that, that's where I would order that. We should watch that next week. I'm watching the Royal Rumble on Saturday. I'm not doing a. We'll watch Devil's Rejects the week after that. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the cover art, it almost looks similar to where you could tell they're ripping off his look. Thanks for the info. No problem. Yeah, that's fine. We'll watch Devil's Rejects next. That'll be the next movie we watch. But yeah, I bought the. If you look on eBay, there's people selling that set that I got. No, I was wrong. I don't know if Orbit DVD has any more copies of that. The reason I mention those guys a lot is they're one state away from me, so I get everything like in one day. I was looking to see if they had that big set still that I got. They do, but it's way more expensive now than when I bought it. Comes with the poster, the lobby cards, the steel book. That was one of my favorite movies, though. I love Duel. Duel and Jaws. Basically, Duel is Jaws on the road with a truck instead of the shark. Yeah, they've started the Devil's Rejects on here. I forgot the way it started. That's where the cops show up at the Firefly house. I'm not going to watch his now. If we're going to watch it, I'm going to keep that fresh and I'll watch it later. I'll go ahead and spoil it. I was asking, nobody answered. Do you guys use anything to catalog your movies? I'm testing an app called the COZ Movies app. It lets you log in movies. Like you can add movies with a barcode. Watch, I'll add those two on here. So literally, you just hit the add button here at the bottom. It's a little plus symbol down there at the bottom. It brings up an interface. If you choose barcode, it literally lets you just hold the barcode up to it. And then it scans it in and you hear a noise. Let me do the other one. So it added both of them. And then you just hit add to my collection. I purchased both of those at Best Buy. So you can put in where you buy it. I'm not going to do that for everyone, but since I'm doing it, and then you can put the location, and I've got it whether it's in my office or whether it's in my basement. And then you just hit add, and then it adds it to the database. And then and then it shows you kind of what you added in alphabetical order. So I've already added House at the End of the Street, House Monster, House of 1,000 Corpses, Steelbook, and regular edition. Collector's edition, House of Pain, House of Wax, House of Whipcord, House on Cuckoo Lane, House of Drip Blood, Housebound. Those are all my movies with the word house in there. It'd make you access your gallery. Whoa. Hold on a second. Yeah, man, Buffalo should have won that game. I didn't want the Chiefs to win. Yeah, sorry. I'll go back and look. It make you access your gallery. What does that mean? Sorry, I was rambling. So I got in a rambling mood. Let me go back and see if it lets me see what you said. Shit, I'll go back and look later. Too many comments. Do I have to give permission to what? Talking about to scan in on the barcode? The first time if that's what you mean, the first time you open the app, it asks, can it access your camera? And I said yes. I scanned in one part, most of one of my bookcases, whatever you want to call it, in my basement, and I've scanned like 2 shelves up here. I scanned all those Wild Eye releasing titles that I did. If you go back and watch the movie, my videos, hold on a second, I'll tell you. I bought all those 99-cent titles. They were in a tote downstairs that I ordered like 4 orders of 15. They were only $1 each. I hadn't scanned any of those in. I will tell you, it found about 75% of those, but there was a good handful that the barcode couldn't match up to a movie, and it lets you type the information in and take a photo of the cover if it's not in there. The name of the program is CLZ Movies. Now, I think there's a free version of it. I don't know what it costs now. I subscribe to it because it lets you store it online, sync it to their online, and then it lets you use another device. Because I've got a crappy old iPhone that I use, like when I'm doing stuff here and I need, or a video that I'm recording, and I need to look up something while I'm doing it. So it let me put the app on there and use it on both. So I think it was either like $10 or $12 a year. To me, it's been worth it so far. You can rapid scan. Like I mounted this thing on my camera stand and put it in edition mode, told it barcode, and then I just randomly would run movies under it one at a time, and until I heard it make the bell noise, and then I did that for like 30 minutes, man, and I've logged in. Does it tell me? Not 900, 873 movies so far. And then I always, before I close it, I tell it to sync with the cloud. I already had auto sync on, so it's already synced. So either way, I've used several. I've used a free one. I've tested another one that I had a free trial on, and I didn't like it. I've got a lot of what I would consider B, cheese, horror movies, Trauma, Wild Eye Releasing, ITN, a bunch. And the couple of the apps I used, a majority of those it did not scan and find. This one so far has found them the most as far as the movies. Like I give you an example. If it finds it, it even gives you the cover art. Like here's a cheesy movie that The Curse of Humpty Dumpty that I had. and you can, if it has it, it's got the front cover and the back cover. You can put locations, so when you scan it in, you can say these 5 movies are in this location. So I literally right now have 2 locations, my office and my basement, and so you can keep them separate. So then technically, if you were going to move any, it's real as easy as in just looking up the movie and then clicking on it. I'm going to do a video on it, and you can actually see it in action. I think is what I'm going to do. So no problem. Yeah, I figured what I might do is record the screen as I'm scanning in some movies, because I've had 2 people text me or message me on social media that follow my channel that have asked, do I use anything to catalog it? So, yeah, I don't like that barcode. Then the app has permission to collect your photos and keep them. No, it doesn't. I don't send any photos. And plus, once you give permission and you close the program, you can go under the Apple device and I can tell it to not give it permission. The only thing it can sync to their cloud is whatever you do within the app. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. But all you got to do, like I said, is go under permissions. As soon as you don't have to leave the camera giving permission. You can wait and do it every time you open the app. And then if you take photos, you don't have to use those. If it doesn't find the movie, you can literally go on like Amazon and then use that photo instead. So it's pretty cool. But like I said, I do that a lot. Like I'll give a program permission, and then when I'm done, then I go under the permissions and uncheck it. It's real easy to do on Apple. I don't know what kind of phone you have. So like I can just look up CLZ, and then I just did the app. Now they don't have access to my camera. I turned it off. So that's pretty simple. But I've enjoyed it so far. I got it months ago and just haven't had time to use it until recently. So I was able to catalog a lot of movies in a really short period of time. Like I said, using it in that barcode mode. You can manually enter them in if you want, if you don't want it to scan the barcode. And if you manually enter it in and it finds it online, you just click it. Or if it's got a movie that's got the same title, it'll show you the photo and you can choose which one you're talking about. So, all right, boys and girls, I think I'm getting ready to get up off here. I really enjoyed watching this movie and talking. We don't watch half the movie most of the time, but I like to chat. So I really appreciate some of the new people we've gathered. Gigi didn't make it back. I did text her. I talked to her. So I told her that if I sent her a tip, was she going to bring me some food? And she said that was a little bit too far away. Yeah, you too, Doug. I appreciate you guys stopping by. David, it's nice talking to you. So hopefully you'll join for more future watch alongs. I really was. The only thing I was hoping Bizarro would come by from is so we could find out if she's feeling better. Have a good one, and well, next time. Yep, until next time. Hopefully, you guys will come back. Like I said, I'll post a link early so that you guys don't miss it. But we're watching the Royal Rumble next Saturday night, and then the week after that, we'll watch House of Thousand Corpses. So maybe I'll go ahead and I'll put the link to both of them out there since we know what we're going to watch. So. All right, appreciate you, Rick, for coming by and watching this movie. So before I close out, anybody that watches now or in the future, like the video, comment on it after the fact, and it'll get some actual traction on the video. But this has been the live Let's Talk Movies House of a Thousand Corpses chat and watch along. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff, everybody that watches my videos. It really does help the algorithm. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. You can send super thanks afterwards, or you can cash at me at JEFFMAN316 if you want to support the channel. Anything that I've ever gotten from any of you guys. Monster Squad is $5 on Voodoo, everybody. It's on sale. Watch my social media. Tell anybody. I'm going to post a picture of this House of a Thousand Corpses code since I don't need it. Yeah, and so let me turn the banner off. and get ready to go. I should have played more of my my little clips because I got quite a few.
We like to get fucked up and do fucked up shit, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You might have seen me use some of those in videos. His wife's is really hot, so either way. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there, boys and girls. I really appreciate all you guys coming out and support me. Keep watching my videos. I posted a Big Lots hunt today. I've got an unboxing to do for, what was it? Shit. That Renfield Steelbook. I did a video of that. I got that Amazon subscription box again. I'm going to post a video of that. And then I've got the BAM horror box, the last one that'll be of the regular BAM horror box. That video post tomorrow night. So support me by watching all those. I won't be joining you for the Peacock unless I can find a code. Well, you can at least come on here and bullshit with us for a little while. You know, I appreciate you anyway doing that. So, yeah, so I really appreciate everybody for stopping by. And so, as I always close out and say, until next time, boys and girls, this has been JEFFMAN316. I'm your pop culture reporter, and I'm signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.